Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today we have a super special video for you. This is something you do not see every day. This is the SBT90.2 round die clone. And I was trying to figure out which host I wanted to put it in. I decided to go with my trusty L8, as it has not got a lot of love lately. So let's give it some love and see what this can do. I mean, this is going to be interesting because I haven't really like soldered something this big before. Let's see here. But I want to make sure everything's super kosher, clean. Blue, come here, buddy. Sit. Sit. Stay. Alright, so I hope you guys can see this okay. Here we go. Let's put this down here. Yeah, it looks I'm gonna have to do an MCPCB swap. Due to the sheer size. Look at the size of that MCPCB. It's big. Hey, silly boy, I didn't say you could eat that. I've been in Peru for the past like 9 days, so he's a little wonky, a little all over the place. All right, we're about at heat. So my stepson has been watching him, and I think he did a pretty decent job. You know, he's learning. Only one accident, so that's okay. I can handle an accident. All right, so let's hold this like this. All right, and oh my gosh, you guys, I have so many projects planned. I have a ton of like round die emitters that I'm really excited about. So please stay tuned, because there's going to be a lot of fun happening around here, right? All right, so basics of soldering. I think I'm going to do a little solder class here. All right, so you always want to have some kind of flux or solder paste, preferably a no clean. So I have a bunch of different kinds. This Chip Quick one. I have another one from China. This one. But the key here is you want to get super shiny joints. And I don't know why. I should probably ask Jackson Lee about that, but it just seems like the shinier the joint, the better the joint is. Therefore, the more longevity you're gonna get. You know, you're just gonna have a better, cleaner joint. And make sure that you know, when there's all this flux smoke going around, that you don't breathe it in. Oh, so real quick, let's see how this looks. So you always want to keep a clean tip, and then like put on a lot of solder, especially with something like this, because the bigger the ball, the more heat area that you have, if you understand what I'm saying. So that'll make it easier for you to heat up the area. May need to put on a headlamp just so I can see this better. Yeah. Sorry guys, I'll try and speed this up. All right, so hopefully now I hope you can see really well. So I'm gonna add a lot of flux on here, a lot. And then I'm gonna add a very large ball of solder on this because I need a large area of heat to heat up this solder ball. I may even have to turn up the heat on this. There we go. Okay, it's off. All right. And it's really good to keep good angles. Like you can solder from certain angles, but in my opinion, the best way to do it is to like work with what angle works the best with you. So personally, this is what works best with me. My soldering iron right here, my tweezers right here. So now I'm gonna add a whole bunch of flux paste. And I'm also gonna be extremely careful with this LED as it is a $30 LED. I don't wanna mess that up. All right, lots and lots of flux, okay? So then my tip, it looks relatively clean, but I'm still gonna clean it anyways. I'm gonna add a ton of solder. Beautiful. Came right off. Okay. So, and that's just kind of how it goes. Like, once you get used to this kind of stuff, everything goes smoothly and it makes everything so much easier. All right, and to remove the MCPCB, I get underneath it with some angled tweezers, and I want to be careful. So I'm not going to go in towards the LED. I mean, what if I slip and scratch all the phosphor? So I'm going to the side. And we got it. Okay. Got that. Head. Alright, gonna get out of the way right now. Got a bunch of crap in the way that I don't want, so sorry guys. Let me pause this. Alright, so now I'm gonna do my MCPCB or my LED swap. And I want to get good angles for you guys on all these. Hopefully this doesn't really interfere. Perfectly on there. Alright, so these LEDs polarity, pretty simple. Damn. What's this? Okay, so there is glass over that. This over here. Sorry guys, I really should have been more prepared, but like I said, I just got home and I was really excited about this. Alright, so we have our positives. I'm gonna match them up so they're the same size. Oh shoot, this isn't clean. That one's clean. So for cleaning these, I use 99% isopropyl alcohol. You don't want to use anything else because then it has water, contaminants, minerals, and that's going to destroy your electronics, cause cross circuits, all that kind of crap. basically, so I used to measure the temperature of these, and it was usually like right around, 180 degrees Celsius to 200. But I gotta be careful with these, to be honest. I really should be keeping an eye on this. I don't want to break this thing, because this LED is expensive. Okay. So, they start to reflow around, like with regular LEDs, around 180. And I'm gonna get rid of this lid, so I'm sorry, my throat's very dry right now. Okay, yeah, these are ready to come on. So I used some solder wick. Just keep it moving. Well, that should come right off. There we go. Alright, this should be ready to come off. First SBT90 off. SBT90.2 clone. Alright guys, we did it. I don't even know what to do with this LED. Alright, so I think I may just stick it back on here, I guess, in the meantime. Just so it has a place to live. Alright. So normally I put some solder paste on here. I probably should have done that too. Alright, let's see. Let's take a second, look at under here. You guys ever seen what it looks like under an SBT90.2? Be careful, I don't get too close. Looks like it's gold plated. Alright. So, move this out. So this one's a little dirty. So I'm gonna clean it up. When you're cleaning these, you can lightly just scratch. So they seem to be gone. Some more alcohol on here. Should help. So my hot plate is still really hot, and to be honest, I think I'm gonna order like a little like adjustable heat, like ones where you can adjust the heat. Yeah, see, that's all it needed. There's a little alcohol. Now, look how clean that is. You see that? It's beautiful. so now that I have it nice and clean, I'm gonna add a lot of solder paste. Like a nice clean line. Get in here so you guys can see this really well. Let's get a reflection. There we go. Okay. So, really nice and clean. And honestly, it doesn't need to be this clean. But I want to show you guys exactly how it should be done until you realize, you know, you're proficient at it. So I'm adding a ton of solder paste. I'm doing it perfectly. There we go. Alright, so now have the positives up here. Drop it right on. So now what you're gonna see, it's gonna smoke and then, whoop, that's all right. There we go. You see all the smoke, damn it. And I'm just gonna move it around because I want to fill all the gaps in with solder. But I'm not pushing down on top. There we go. And okay, so like when I'm going around the LED, it gets dirty. So I keep a towel with the alcohol on it and I keep wiping this because I don't want to get that shit on top of the LED. And when you take it off, it needs to be completely flat. If it's not completely flat, it can potentially slide off. Alright, so now, let's go, there we go. Get this hot plate out of the way. But yeah, it'd be nice to just have like a little hot plate, and they're tiny. They're like this big that I could just adjust. Alright. So first I'm gonna check the polarity on this one. Oh, I can't wait till I can get back out in my garage. It's so cramped in here. Alright. So this is an LED tester. And it's great. Beautiful. Alright, so I don't know what I was doing wrong, but oh, I turned it off on that side. Ready? Dun da da da. Success. Alright, guys. So now that we have power, we need to unplug our hot plate. Get this sucker out of the way. Be careful doing it because it is hot. Also be careful of our alcohol, as we do not want to spill that. Alright, so now we want to clean this sucker up really well. No dirt. Man, my old mods used to look like shit. Jackson Lee from Jail Hawaii, he like specifically reached out to me and was like, hey bro, you know, I know you didn't ask for my opinion, but this is some pretty rough soldering. And if I showed you guys some of my old soldering, you'd be like, no, you're never working on any of my flashlights because you are terrible at soldering. But with like hundreds of hours of practice, I've really gotten this down to a science. At least I believe I have. Okay, I think I've gotten really good at this. And I'm sure there's still a lot more for me to learn. And I'm sorry I'm talking so quiet. I'm so beat right now. Man, this is one monster LED for a round eye. Okay, let me show you like a regular round eye LED. So this is an L50 high. It's like 4 times the area. And these are measuring right around like maybe 600 or 700 lumens. So if I can pull like 3,400 lumens from something like this, it's gonna be ridiculous. I'm so excited about this. I know I don't sound it because I'm so tired, but I am. Alright, so let's put on some nice new solder joints. See if you guys can see that clearly. That angle works for you guys. All right, first thing first, lots and lots of flux. This is one of the most important things. After that, I use just this cheap Ostor stuff, but it's tin and lead, and that's the key. That's how you get the shininess. You get the shiny from flux paste and the tin lead mixture, the 2% flux core. Alright, so nice and clean tip. Very, very clean. And right now it's at 700 degrees. So all I'm gonna do is sit on the pad and just let the solder sit, make a little ball, pull off quick. Be careful not to hit the LED when you do this. pretty good. Now I need to check my head. Some solder right there. Alright, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm really just going to clean this sucker up. Just get in there. Get rid of all the old thermal paste. I mean, and that's the key. Like, anytime you do something new, you want to add brand new materials. Brand new solder paste, brand new thermal paste, brand new solder. And then, you know, sometimes when I'm kind of in a precarious situation, I have this little bottle of alcohol, and then I'll use a Q-tip, and then that way I can get in these little spots that are more difficult to get into than normal. Super clean. Make sure. Let me go off camera real quick. I just need to make sure that these leads are all clean. There we go. Alright. Leads are clean. Alright, so now thermal paste time. Use MX6, and this stuff is pretty conductive, so I try not to use too much. I think I have this other stuff that I ordered from China, and I think it's non-conductive. Who knows? I haven't really used it yet, but conductive is the way to go. This has real silver in it. And for the amount of heat that this sucker is going to put out, I need the best of the best. Alright, looks good to me. When I'm done, I just pull the plunger back a little bit and then just wipe the tip. Push down really hard. You know, get it to cover like everywhere. And then once I'm done with that, I shape my leads. So my negative, shape it. Push it down a little bit. This little guy. Shape it. Let's do this. Now, lots and lots of flux. Lots. Okay? We want these joints shiny and strong. Alright, I'm gonna move my camera out of the way because it's kind of annoying. If you guys can still see it okay. Alright. See, okay. Sorry. All right, so very important steps here, okay? We want to have our tweezers ready because as soon as the solder goes on the tip, that's when it is the shiniest. And that means that's the greatest chance I have of getting a nice clean tip for solder joint. Tips are easy to clean. All right, so do this super quick. I may have to come back through and redo these, but that's okay. Yeah. And honestly, most of the time, the first time I do these, they suck. They look so bad. I mean, kudos to people that can actually do it their first time, but I am still not that dude. I mean, I can get them where they need to go, but they don't look perfect. That's for damn sure. All right. So. You guys can see that good. There we go. All right. Tip is clean. Ready to apply the solder. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of solder. Grab the tweezers. looks like shit. Oh yeah, that looks horrible. Alright guys, we're all done. Just kidding, not even close. Alright, yeah, these look horrible. Used way too much solder. Alright, so I'm gonna fix them up off camera because it's hard to do this, and then I'll show you the finished result. Alright guys, this is the maiden voyage of the L8 with the SBT90.2 round die clone LED. My dog just left a present. Let's highlight. Come on, let's take a look. Oh yeah, it's a big old steaming pile of shit. Alright, fuck all that. Let's look at the light. Come on guys. Alright, so this is on low. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, gotta watch out for those cars. Okay, so look at this. Oh man, these things are powerful. And these round dies are ridiculous. You know, my dog's losing his mind. Alright. Alright guys, look at perfectly round beam. I mean, just the spill is something to behold. Look at that beam. Good Lord. Straight up. Wow. That's really quite amazing. I hope you guys really enjoyed this. Look at my dog. Look at him. See? This is how you know this is my dog. He freaking loves being shot just as much as I do. Look at the bugs. Just going nuts. Don't step in that shit, dog. Goddamn. And it's holding, like it's not even hot. So we're at 2 minutes, okay? Full turbo. And it hasn't dropped a single lumen. Awesome.